guys, so we got this old bathroom faucet and it constantly leaks and it's starting to mold when it gets warm, so we're gonna go ahead and change that out. I already had one access panel, but didn't have enough room, so we had to put in another access panel. So when I put that one in, I knew this was here, and I put the first hole, and when I started cutting, this looked like it was metal on the inside of my, or on my camera that I put through, and then I just realized it was the vent. So we could have just made it here, made it nice, but now we got two, so it's a little ugly, but oh well. All right, we're under the house, got a pressure switch, and you gotta look for a valve right here. It's gonna turn off our cold water supply. That also turns it off to the hot water heater. So we should not have any water in the house now. So we can test the sink. Is it hot? Is it cold? We're good. Toilet's gonna be full of water. So is the shower. So if we flush the toilet, that should take the water down the pipe just enough, at least on the cold side. Hot side's still gonna be there. We're gonna have to deal with it. All right, water doesn't turn on. We are good. Crack these. You hear the air there. It's running down, so we're good to go. Gotta be careful on these. For some reason, the drywall's like super close on that one, but these will break. This is all CPVC. Gets very brittle after the years. We're gonna pop that one out. This is for our shower head. Pop that out. And this one here was the hardest one. So once we get that off there, we'll trim it just a little bit. Make sure our rubber pieces aren't stuck in there. And on these, there's just this little plastic retainer. You go ahead. Pull it off like that. This one we're gonna have to cut because we gotta get that washer. And we just cut that one out real quick. This is a mobile home, so like everything is cheap on it anyway. It's not a stick-built house, so you get what you pay for. Sometimes you can only pay for the bare minimum, so. Sometimes these are siliconed. Pull that out. Holes don't look too bad. Our new one isn't quite this wide, so we'll find out. So we cleaned up most of the way. There's still this little ring, but I'll go ahead and put this one in. Just like that. We're gonna make sure that there's no open holes. See, that one's gonna be open, so we gotta fix for that. Alright, so we're going ahead and make sure these are tight. And be real careful when you put these on. You don't want to force it because the stuff breaks. tighten these. I'm not gonna put channel locks on them or anything like that. We'll come back and check them once they got water on there. Alright, now we just gotta turn water on, and I'm gonna leave the valves open. So this is off, I'm gonna crack it. And then this one's off, I'm gonna crack it. That way when the water comes in, it doesn't just hit that air pocket there and cause it to hammer. So that way when I slowly, gradually turn the valve on, all the air will be purged out. All right, now we're gonna change the faucet in our other bathroom, so let's get on it. Already got this panel put in. If I don't have fingernails. All right, our water's off. Still got a little bit of water. We'll flush there we go. We flushed the toilet. There's probably gonna be a little bit of water because of how low it is in regards to everything else in the house. A bit of water's not gonna hurt, but I got this one here. I just had to make sure the water was off. Drop that one, we won't need it. Oops. What's nice about these panels is you can actually pull them right out of your way. Alright, and then this should just push down into the bathtub. Alright, so we are remodeling in here, so it is going to look a little bit dirty. But you see here, then we just got to get this cleaned up and put the new one on. I'm not worried about silicone in mine. Seems to have a pretty good seal on it, but these big washers here, they block most of that anyway, so as long as you put the gasket on there, you should be fine. Tight, and we're gonna take just putting these on. You don't want to force them on, but make sure they're tight. Make sure you put the right line back onto the right side. It's like this one. That one starting to go in crooked. So give me a second. There we go. So these you want to make sure they're tight, but you don't want to tighten them up with channel locks or anything. Just hand tight. See, this one used to leak at one time. All right, so we're doing our bathroom walls right now. So there's a lot of drywall and stuff, but this faucet always leaked, and there was no shut off for it. So I was under the house doing the other one today. I thought it'd be a good time to get this one done. And the valves on these, I don't know if you can see it down here, but these open. Oh, there's probably water in it. When these open, they just have a slot. So when you open it, it just opens the slot and then closes. There's no real packing or anything to hold the water. So you can tighten it super tight and then you probably break it. So, Anyway, let's get the water on. We're gonna leave this cracked just a little bit so that air doesn't come rushing in and break anything, and we'll see how it goes. And make sure your hand is dry. Check for leaks. That one's good. So you can go ahead and put the door on. Same thing here. Make sure one of your hands is dry. No water. No water. And the middle one you have to run. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a little bit of water there, so we're gonna turn this one just a little bit more. Water. Make sure your hands dry. Alright, we're good. So they sell different size panels. These are super easy to put in. Like I said, I was off. I usually drill a hole and then take an inspection camera. I put that through the wall and I usually check, see if there's anything behind it. And it looked like it was metal, and it was actually just the lettering on the pipe that was reflecting. So I ended up moving it over, and then I was like, oh man, I should have just left it where it was at. But anyway, thanks for watching this one. I know these aren't top quality videos, but still appreciate everyone that tunes in and watches them. So catch you on the next one.